over the weekend, Matt, Archie and I realised that the experience of the drafts has gotten worse while we've been working on improving it. And what's weird is that the number that we use, the metric that we use to measure the quality of the drafts doesn't reflect that. So we have a room that we call the library, and essentially locked that door with Matt inside of it. And if anyone wants to get a hold of Matt at any point, they have to go through Archie.
Matt lives here. This is our library. We can't disturb him.
Actually, this week I'm kind of excited about like how the team respond to this without having Matt supporting them every day.
I think the thing that people just don't realise with AI is necessarily what you're going to be put out, the next release, might not be better. And this week we realised what we had put out was actually worse. So we've locked Matt away until 4 o'clock every day to reverse the changes and understand like where we've gone wrong here. Taking on a bunch of his responsibilities this week. This will happen. This is really common. OpenAI and the team there have been working really closely with us on this. The main thing is we get back to where we were, and then from there we'll decide how we evaluate this better going forward. You know, we definitely had this like stressful week so far of like feeling like we're progressing really far forward, and then realizing actually, wow, like it was actually causing things not to be as good as we'd hoped.
When we were talking about the previous metrics we were measuring and like why that didn't correlate with like user sentiment, the reason is because we were looking at one side of the puzzle, and now we're really breaking it apart and understanding way more about an email than anyone else in the space, right? And that's our edge.
This is a lab, and this is we're testing things right on the edge, and so we just got to be maniacally focused every single day on this is actually improving the customer experience rather than just the numbers going up. It's been a big week, but definitely things are in a much better place. As you would have seen, some people have been clocking ridiculous hours. Josh and his team were up until like 1 a.m, I believe, working to resolve this. Yeah, it actually reminds me about being back in HF0, just the intensity of it all.
It's unavoidable that when you're moving as quickly as we are, that things will go wrong. And while I hate that our customers have had to suffer with worse drafts for the last weekend as a result of that, what I'm really pleased about is just the pace and intensity with which the team has addressed those issues.
The problem on the evals of like understanding is a draft good or bad, it's just like all so brand new. And so you need to have a team that's both very fast in terms of learning the best new techniques that are coming out, but it also has a sort of willingness to try new things as well.
It's easy for people in our position to, whenever anything goes wrong, to get annoyed and angry about it. And like, while we should avoid and minimize the cost of experimenting, like inevitably, particularly with the way in which you have to experiment with AI, there will be days, hours, minutes when our experiments like yield worse results than was happening before. And like, just being as fast as possible to identify that is the really key thing. Sending rockets to space, improving level time distance by 0.1. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.